Hey guys, Zoo here again. What I thought I would do in this video is do a little tutorial on how to swarm with a Necro, which basically allows you to solo almost any mob. Okay, so let's just run through it real quick. First, you're going to want to be level 105, and you're going to want to have all your rank 2 swarm spells. So here we can see I have Call the Skeleton Mob rank 2, that's the 105. Call the Skeleton Throng rank 2, that's the 100 version. Host is the 95 version, Host rank 2. Crush rank 2 is what, level 90. And then we got Swarm, which rank 2, again, 85. I set them up like this. You don't have to set them up in this specific order, but that's just the way I did it. The next thing you're going to want to do is make a spell macro. So if you go to actions here, I'll show you my Swarm macro. Alright, so hopefully you can see that. Basically, all this is doing is saying to cast this, wait, cast this, wait, cast this, wait, cast this, wait, cast this, wait. So, if you can't read this, it says slash, maybe I'll put it in the description, but slash pause 40, comma, slash cast 12, which is going to cast this one, and then the next one slash pause 40, comma, slash cast 11, which is this one, and so on. So normally what I'll do, let's close this stuff, is I'll get a mob. Here we are right now, we're in Arx Mentis. This is the last zone of the latest expansion, so you know, I guess the toughest mobs would be here. I do this camp a lot because this mob right here I have targeted is a placeholder for a name. Now if you do this camp, you want to be careful because sometimes this guy over here on the left will add. It's rare, he doesn't always, it's kind of odd. Alright, so he's gone. So also, right now, I'm completely self-buffed, just through AAs and clickies and stuff. So you really don't need that much. Let's kind of wait for her to come back. Also, of note, I'm not using a mercenary. The reason I'm not using a mercenary is because I'm not going to need it, and since mercenaries now get experience, I don't want to eat up my experience, because swarming these mobs I'll get 1 AA for each kill, which at this point with the amount of AAs I have and gear and stuff, it takes me about 2 minutes or so to take down one of these mobs. So here's how we start. First we cast manually. We're not going to start the macro yet. Skeletons are going to run in. I'll usually cast the first 2, and then I'm going to cast Scent of Terrace AA, debuff. Then I'm going to cast the next one, the next one, and then the last one. And then now I'm just going to hit the number 2, which I have my macro on. It's just going to recast all 5 of those. The reason I don't just start off with the macro is because then I'm stuck casting, so if something does go wrong, it's a pain in the ass to feign death or something like that, or if I get an ad and I want to try and root them or something. So I find it's just easier for your first cast to go through it manually, throw the debuff on them, and this is pretty much it. This technique works in a lot of zones, on a lot of mobs. and you can see my aggro meter up there. I'm pretty much not taking, I'm taking none. Basically, it's at 1%. All the aggro is on the swarms. Now you can, if you want, throw some dots on, but I would wait till the mob's down to like 20%, because these mobs summon. So you definitely don't want to pull aggro. You also don't want to send your regular pet in, because if it gets aggro, it will get killed. Because, I mean, you can heal it yourself if you want to have a heal up, I suppose. Maybe that would make it go quicker. I mess around with it sometimes. Sometimes I'll send my actual pet in, and then if my pet pulls aggro, I'll have it feign death. Then I'll bring it back up. Just put a little more damage out there. So we're going pretty good here. So I'll probably cast Swift Dot, something quick, like Ilsaria's Swift Sickness, rank 2. And from here on out, I probably don't need to cast any more swarms. Maybe just to be on the safe side, I'll cast one more, but boom. And that's it. And this is a really good camp to do in Arx Mentis, because a mob called the Principal can pop right here. And she drops some good gear that if you camp this, you won't need, and will usually let rot. But she also drops rank 2 spells, which you could sell for a lot of money. So that's mainly why I do it. But you can get through a lot of content just by using your swarms. Right now, I would say for the Necro, it's probably the best thing we have going for us. But you do need to be 105, and having all the rank 2s helps, and you know, the more AAs you have and stuff like that's going to help as well. But that's basically it. Okay.